It's 6 o'clock, y'all. What up, what up? It's your boy. Yes, give me a second to finish getting all this other stuff done. You would think I would have, like, done work today, but it has been jam-packed at my life, so needless to say, I'm a bit behind. But it's okay, because it's Friday. All right, let's do this. Where is it? Is it here? That's right, it's Friday night! And I'm here, it's your boy. Oh, let me turn my music on. Hey, that's better. Hi, everybody! Welcome in, Friday night! It's your boy, and I'm wearing a shirt of all time. Check this out. Check this shirt out. It says, the ResOps experience, the ransomware, eat chair. I was just at RSA last week, so I'll have a lot to talk about there, but I'm sure you don't want to see my ugly mug too much today. Both players are here, so why not just get on over? Let's go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it is Friday night, and we are going to kick off this match with a crappy of a match. That's right, we are going to have two crew players taking on each other in what is expected to be the game of all time. This match is going to be scheduled for 3 fall. And let's do our player introductions. On the left-hand side, excuse me. You know him. You love him. He is, of course, the leader of the Classic Tetris Illinois regional event that has never come again. But he's got an NTSC PB of like 700. The bot's being stupid. Give it up for Yee-haw McKickass! And his opponent over on the right, Mr. Friendlies himself, made a big splash over in French Canada, if you will. Has an NTSC PB of 812,000 playing the dash play style. Give it up for Marts! Alright, so these players have no idea what level they want to do, which is about par for the course here. So I'm going to tell them. Right? 15. You're going to do 15, because I want this to be fun. Alright. And seed, right here. There's your seed. And I will just fix Yee-haw's camera. It's not his fault, it's my fault. Because, you know, God forbid I actually be prepared to host matches. There we go. You know what, we'll fix Marty while we're here too. Because why not? Alright, you guys ready? Marts is ready. Yee-haw is ready, so let's get it on. This is the Caham match. In 3. Right? Yes, there we go. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. So yes, welcome on in, everybody. It is a Friday night. Tetris night. And I couldn't be happier to be here. All right, Yee-haw with a little bit of a false start. Just fix it up. Go ahead, just go. I think you had the right seed. You just started on level 18, so just keep going. Like, go ahead and start. It's fine. There we go. He even readied up again. All right, let me just fix these stencils, too, while I'm at it. I don't think it's the player's fault. It's probably the fault of people who were here before. Let's see. Transform, reset. Oh, yeah. Yee-haw. Perfect as usual. Marts, well, it's not so perfect. We're going to have to edit his. So... there we go. All right. So, yeah. Marts and Yee-haw, both members of the Kaka crew. Yee-haw just recently getting that honor. Marts was a founding member, if you will. But these two going to square it off in a 15 start to get the night going. But we have a jam-packed night. I'm going to keep editing the queue while I can, but... who do we have in the queue so far? Ah, yes. Okay, so I gotta put the 4th, 5th, and 6th match in. I'm playing my match at, like, literally the latest I've ever played. And you'll be fine. I promise. You'll be fine. We're just here to have fun. Plus, I'm hosting, so it'll be fine. I believe that's both who's playing now. All right, match number 4 is Cousin Avi and Gilbert Blizzard. Fluxy gonna take on Tetris Time. Yes, Cousin Avi, that's funny. All right, 50 lines in the books, halfway through to transition. 175 for Marts, 152 for Yee-haw. Marts does have a 10-line advantage over Yee-haw, so this lead not as big as it would appear. As a matter of fact, Yee-haw gonna take the lead right there with that Tetris. 191, Marts firing back, 199. As we start gearing up for that transition, Marts has about 30 lines left. But yeah, it is Friday, the end of a long week. My kids have all had spring break this week, so the house has been full. I had 6 kids in my house at one point this week. We had some friends coming over. Took the kids to Dave & Buster's, which if you've never been to Dave & Buster's, well, what the heck's wrong with you? No, it's quite fun. It's like an arcade where you can win tickets, and the games are like really fun. But yeah, we spent a lot of time there, and then I made pizza, or I bought pizza. I didn't make pizza. I'm lazy. We got pizza, and then friends stayed the night, and then I made breakfast. I made French toast, which was delicious. Oh, let me tell you guys a story, though. All right, I think this is the perfect time to do it. So, Thursday morning, like 2 a.m., I wake up with a stomach ache. All right, and I'm like, oh no, I'm getting sick. What's gonna happen? So I go to the bathroom, you know, thinking like maybe I'll get sick. Well, no, I didn't. In that regard, I ended up having an allergic reaction. Dude, my face swelled up. All right, my tongue was giant. My lips were giant. I was so itchy. It was so bad. Like, it woke my wife up, and she was like, "Are you okay?" Because I was just scratching so hard. And yeah, it was not good. Like, I was like, well, if I start having issues breathing, I'm gonna go to the ER. But fortunately, I took a couple Benadryl, and then the stuff subsided, and I was able to fall back asleep. Woke up perfectly fine. No idea what happened. Didn't eat anything out of the ordinary. Didn't drink anything. Didn't do anything other than my normal routine. So I have no idea what that was about, but it was scary nonetheless. And speaking of scary, Marts in a precarious situation, looking a bit scary here. Gets a nice bar. He's up very high, almost. Oh, gets that bar over. Okay. Marts trying to bring this down. Goes bar flat. Yes, I like the play. Good tee. Oh, didn't quite make the adjustment, but that's okay. Needs something to the left. Gets that piece over. Goes flat. Nice tee. Oh, okay. Gonna set up here. Now L dependent. Needs the L. Gonna get the bar. Get it in. And Marts is surviving this. What is this, Marts? I thought for sure it was curtains, but Marts says, no way, man. No way. Oh, but now this S-burst from Marts. That's probably going to do it because this is very high for transition. Bar. Able to get that piece over. Okay, can he get this bar over? Yes. Transitions, but this is doable. Oh, okay. Yes, gets that bar. All right, needs another one, but oh, look at this. Marts with the survival. Yee-haw tops out. Yee-haw got into a mess, did not even make it to level 18, and Marts, the perseverance paying off, takes game number 1. And Marts probably just trying to get down to safety here to say, look, I could survive this. You know what? He's proven it. Oh, look at Marty go here. And we know it's not Remy playing because Remy's standing behind him. This is all Marts right now. Oh my god, it's Chen. Hi, Chen. Oh yeah, now he's going to top out. But Marts at 416, getting it done. All right, well, let's increment our seed, move on to game number 2. Yeah, let's do another 15 game. Depending on how that goes, I might bump you up, but... Both players ready. Let's get it on. Game number 2, Marts on the march. Will Yee-haw catch up? We'll find out. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. You know, Marts says, I have to go first today. Because he had something going on, I guess. And I think Remy's just waiting for Marts to finish up here. Maybe they're going to go to dinner. It's about dinner time up in Canada. All right, both players on the board with a couple of Tetrises. Yee-haw waiting for this next bar to show. There it is. Bar in, bangs it down. 39 plays 38. But yeah, crazy I had that allergic reaction. I'm glad I'm okay, but it was scary nonetheless, so. I'm probably going to make an appointment with an allergist just to see, you know, if there's something I need to be aware of. But literally, I did nothing out of the ordinary. I did baseball practice. I ate normal pizza that I eat all the time. I had my annual bowl, or my daily bowl of ice cream. I don't get it. So. But yeah, also, let's talk RSA, right? So, you guys know I work in cybersecurity. And it's been a while since we chat. I went to a cybersecurity conference in San Francisco. It was called RSAC, which was so much fun. I got to talk to a lot of people. I actually ended up networking with some folks there, including a chief risk officer, if you will, from Google. And, hold on, Marts. Gets that piece over. Okay, are we going to see another hero dig? Marts is doing amazing things, which are words I never thought I'd ever say, but you know what? Marts came to play, and it is proving right here. And a J piece would be lovely. It's not going to come. Turns it into an L. Look at this play from Marts. Oh, my word. That was beautiful. And yeah, Marts is back to clean, just ready and waiting. There is no bar coming. Major drought. Oh, bar shows one piece too late, so now Mart's going to have to do some more digging, but is down at a reasonable height. And there's the bar. There's the Tetris. 148. Great survival from Marts. 162 for Yee-haw. Yee-haw just playing clean and playing efficient. Does have about a 2 Tetris lead when you factor in pace. But yeah, anyway, RSA. So I got to talk with some folks from Microsoft, including some security architects. I met somebody from IBM. Talked to a bunch of people on the vendor floor. Took a lot of sessions about how to govern AI and, you know, supply chain risks and all that stuff. But yeah, food. I didn't pay for a single dinner except for one, and that was when Ronkley and I went out to dinner. I had vendors take me out for pretty much everything else. And Mart's now in another hero dig situation. I like that play. Sacrifices a little bit. Oh, I didn't like that S-piece, though. So, yeah, Marts is going to be fighting for his life here, and it's crawling up higher and higher. Let's see what he can do. Yeah, anytime I want to talk about my trip, and then Marts gets into a dig, and I got to wait to see if he gets out of it. But, look, just getting it done. Ooh, did not make the adjustment there. You can kind of see he's upset about that. But has the left side open. See, I like that square placement. Didn't have a good spot for it, but knew that if you put that over, one piece over, he wouldn't be able to get anything over. So, I like the play there. Nice J. Tuck this T. Yes. Okay, Marts. Yes, beautiful. Has the well back open. He says, come on, give him a bar. Give him a bar. Dang it. Well, there's the bar. Double bars. Good to set up. The Tetris into transition, and then a clean one. Oh my word, Marts, you madman. Holy smokes. Marts came out of the gate swinging. And sorry for the noise in the background. I got my kids. But anyway, when I was at RSA, I also got to hang out with Ronkley. Because Ronkley is local to the area, so I hung out with him. And that was cool. We had a nice dinner and chit-chatted. Always good to hang out with Tetris friends, so... If you have Tetris friends, I highly recommend making it a point to go see them. All right, meanwhile, Yee-haw has transitioned to level 16, 289, plays 270. Mart's about to hit transition to level 20, or excuse me, level 19, which will effectively be like level 29. But bar in Tetris, 296. So off he runs, level 19. Yee-haw still on level 16. So he's going to have a whole lot of time to score some points. And actually, 313 at level 16, about to hit 17 is pretty dang impressive. Bar in Tetris, 334. But Marts has a clean board. He is up a bit high for a DAS player, so he's probably going to want to burn this down. Does it with a triple. Now maybe going to set up in the column 3, Adamwell. Oh, look at this. Takes the triple. Nice survival again from Marts. He says, Colin, I've been taking lessons from Remy. And it's clear those lessons have been paying off because Marts is, I wonder if Marts is getting tired of being the butt of the joke. And he's like, you know what? This year is the year of Marts. Oh, that misdrop. And that's not even like a Marts issue. That's just a misdrop. I mean, that happens. Oh, no. That left side. Tried to get the quick tap. Could not do it. But hold on. Oh, no. Oh, Marts with a 4,000-point lead. That extra effort, that staying alive, has put Marts up 2-0 and is now on match point. You see the reaction right there. Says it all. Marts can't believe it. Holy cow, Yee-haw on the ropes, 2-0. Marts having a crazy 2 games here, and the chat goes wild. Who is this guy, right? Who is this guy? All right, we're going to increment our seed. Marts is ready to go, as is your boy. So let's get this on. Yeah, stay on 15. It's been great. Let's go. Yee-haw and Marts kicking it off. Game number 3 in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. We do have some friends in the chat. Gilded Lizard. We'll be seeing them here later tonight. Going to be taking on Cousin Avi. We also have 20Dan03. Who will be playing soon also. See the icon there, the NASA icon 20. That reminds me. One, it's really funny that a Brit has the NASA symbol. But the space... oh my gosh, I almost said space shuttle. That shows my age. They're about to land tonight, aren't they? They're going to splash down the Pacific about 7 o'clock. Artemis 2 splashdown, yes. Wonder if that's going to be streamed. I think they streamed the launch. Loud. Yeah, so they launched, or they live streamed the launch, but apparently they didn't, they're not doing the splashdown. Well, I'll tell you what, 20Dan. If I can find a feed online, I will put it up. I'll put it up in the middle of your match, so... Oh, they are going to stream. Okay, then cool. Then, yeah, I'll just wait for them to go live. And Yee-haw might be waiting for his life to come back because, oh no, he's done. 83,000. Marts with this Tetris takes game number 3, takes the match. Play this out, Marts. You're the winner. Congratulations. 112. Getting it done in a sweep. You got the machine, and you've got Remy, and you've got, I don't know if that's Judy, or if that's Lucy, or if that's somebody else, I don't know. Oh, it is Judy, okay. Hi, Judy. You look great. And there's Lucy. The whole Marts clan is there. All right, we'll watch Marts play this out, I guess. We're right on time. You know, I told you this game wouldn't go very long. It's the hat. Yeah, that lucky New York. Is that probably a, Did you go to St. Patrick's Day or something? He did. That's why he's... Yep, St. Patrick's Day. Yeah, St. Patrick's Day in New York is something else. I've been to a couple. I'll tell you, in Chicago, it's crazy. Even in Cleveland, it's pretty crazy. You know what we're going to do? We're going to go to studio mode, and we're going to go here. We'll just try to get right into the next one. Right, and then our triple threat has been turned into a regular match because Burbia chickened out. Which is fine, you know, that's fine. So it'll be a regular old match. Minecraft with Jared. Colin, my boy. What's up, dude? Alright, just waiting for Juicy K to go online. Oh, let me just refresh you then. You are not live. Unless you're on a alt. Oh, Marts! And yeah, that's going to do it. 382. But hey, congratulations. Getting it done in a sweep. Nobody saw that coming, so. All right, well, we're moving on. We'll be right back. Yep, I'm going to check it right now. There we go. Now we've got you. All right, Mackenzie, if you could do me a favor and get in the camera, just so I can be sure I got a good profile of you. And thank you, Marts, for the 100 bits. Go have fun. Oh, we've got a nice little hand. All right, cool. I like it. Looks good. All right, we are going to have ourselves a good one, as our next match actually going to be pretty interesting because both of these players are phenoms. I'm going to just do this real quick. I'm missing the asset. Oh, that's fine. I could just do them. I still got 2 minutes. I'm already ahead of the game. There we go. And we just do select color, pick screen color. Boom. Okay, that looks okay, I guess. All right, it says 1 minute, but I'm already good, so let's do it. All right, we are in it for our second match of the evening. Introductions, please. On the left-hand side, he is a roller from Poland. He's got an NTSC PB of 4.3 million. Give it up to the one and only Dizzy K! As opponent, over on the right, rolling out of España. That's right, I speak Spanish. NTSC PB of 2 million. Give it up for Leenz! You know, this should be really fun. Me saying Leenz and Dizzy K. Like, I'm gonna mess this up. I am positive. All right, this will be 18 all the way. I'll give you guys a Colin seed. Here we go. Boom, 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 boom. And it's a 21 3D 97. 21 3 dimensions 97. And we're just gonna do a little quick check-in over on NASA. I'll be monitoring that. We'll put that up as a NASA cam. So, oh, look at the black cat! It's Void Kenzie! Alright, when you two folks are ready to go, you can let me know by indicating ready. I'll probably need to adjust Mackenzie's stencil because we had Marts here. Is that a rubber band around your foot and controller? Yeah, it is. We all just saw how the secret Leenz way of playing is with a rubber band. Looks like that's a classic end controller, too. All right, Doozy K is ready. Lackenzie just warming up those fingers. Got a couple seconds, but... All right, both players ready to go, so let's get it on. This is our second match. Doozy K on the left, Lackenzie on the right. Let's count down game number 1 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. LTL. Just make sure, and then I'll refresh Doozy K. Maybe there's something, a little delay there. Yep. All right, Lackenzie striking first blood with the Tetris, but did have a little bit of an earlier start. Doozy K gonna fire back. So yeah, this is match number 2. This is gonna be a far cry from what we saw with Yee-haw and Marts, that's for sure. We've got astronauts. We'll just check in over on NASA. Look, there's the astronauts. $68,000, Doozy K setting up in the center well. Center well, dirty Tetris, and a well transfer. A skim in a Tetris there to go to 114 is taking the lead. With a slight complication here. Should be fine, just annoying to work through, but no bar. So there's the bar right there as soon as I said that. Takes a triple, 169, plays 190. Bar in, another Tetris for Doozy K. It goes to 239, 216 out of Tetris for Lackenzie, but Lackenzie having that slight T. But cleaning it up all the well. Currently a bit behind 242, but again, that's about a Tetris only, as the Tetris is worth 22,800 points. And Lackenzie setting up for a dirty column 2. Long bar in, Tetris, and the well transfer. All tied up. 265 plays 266. Tetris for Doozy. And a Tetris for Lackenzie. So this week, or this upcoming week at work should be interesting. We're going to be going through our annual audit, so I will be very busy with that. And then we have a boatload of baseball happening. I know that Tetris is typically a non-professional sports topic, but I love baseball. And I love that I get to do it with my son, so... We are closing in on the 100 line mark here. 383 for Doozy K. Added Tetris, go to 405. Lackenzie gonna follow up with a Tetris of their own. 386. Again, just a one Tetris deficit. You know, Kenzie almost didn't play this match, but I had to sucker them into it and say, come on, you'll be fine. I'm hosting. It'll be fun. And they said, all right, fine. It's always a pleasure to see Leenz play. Of course, is a favorite amongst the Tetris community. Everybody likes seeing Doozy and Leenz, so this one is always a banger. Usually, we would see, like, Doozy and Sunny. I think they would like to play each other, but we haven't seen Sunny much. And also, hi, Clyde. I did know that was you, after you told me. Took a minute for my brain to register. So you moved over to YouTube, huh? I see how it is. Are we gearing up for transition? Nice little T-tuck there for Doozy. 551, long bar in, add a Tetris, can get 2 more with perfect play here. Looking at about a 620 transition if they get both bars. Oh, there's one. And there's the other 620, 536 transition for Leenz. So off we run. Level 19, we'll see this speed exactly the same for another 10 levels, and then we will bump it up one more time to that level 29. Excuse me. Couldn't find the mute button in time. I believe these players said they wanted to do a cap match, but typically friendlies is uncapped. I'm just going to double check just to make sure of that, so you guys just keep playing, of course. Oh no, dirty Tetris! Oh my word! I look up for a minute and Leenz gives me a reason to. But this board, a little scary. Precision is the name of the game right now for Leenz. Cannot afford a misdrop. And precision, so far, so good. Bringing this down brick by brick. LJ gets the J. Now needs a bar. Not going to wait. And a Tetris. Great survival and cleanup for Leenz. 623. 791 for Doozy, who's also a full level back. It's no cap. Okay, yes, no cap. So yes, this is a no cap match. Good. Good. Let's see. Go to level 49, 59, 69, you know. $693 plays $863. Doozy on fire. Leenz gonna need a slowdown for Doozy to get back into this match, or gonna have to step it on in the post transition. And both players are rollers. Both are right up at that Phenoms level, so they both have some playability on 29. I'm sure both of these players would like their shot at the title belt against Flux, the champion, is going back into history here. Doozy actually loses the Friendlies belt, the Phenoms belt, excuse me, to Flux in an unsanctioned title match streamed by yours truly. And Doozy has found that slowdown. Leenz has started to pick it up. Is about 140,000 points back, but Doozy still in a dig. Leenz nice and clean. This Tetris into 29 at 921, 996. One burn transition there for Doozy, so off we run. Max out over on the left. And then a hang of the bar and gonna top out. So Leenz got a chance. This is what I just talked about. didn't quite get the score. So, Leenz, play until you get a B. Get a B. And I'll go back to the VOD. You're looking for A04. A04 is your target. And A04, Leenz! Gonna take game number 1. And Leenz with a B. Game number 1 in the books. Looks like DCK doing a little bit of controller maintenance. Never a good sign. But we will increment our seed and move on to game number 2. Leenz is ready. DCK is still screwing some screws, trying to get that good feel. Imagine if a DAS player took apart his controller in the middle of a match. People would be like, wait, what? Bro, you're already, like, better than me. I mean, it doesn't take much, but... Talk to me when you sweep Mystics. All right, both players ready to go, so let's not dawdle. Game number 2. Leenz on the march. Will DCK tie things up? Let's find out. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. All right, 68,000 DCK, 56,000 for Leenz. Nice easygoing start here. A little bit of a dusty board, but one row up for a roller, not a problem. Bar in Tetris for Leenz, 131, 183 for DCK. We're still about an hour and 15 minutes from splashdown, in case anybody cared. But if you want to see something cool, while we're on 18, we'll just flip. Look there. You can see the astronauts in the cabin, and then you can see the Earth. So yeah, pretty cool. We'll check back in on NASA in a little while. 252 DCK, 180 for Leenz, bar in, Banga Tetris, 203. So kind of what we saw in that game number 1, where Leenz trailing off just a little bit. Obviously, DCK not wanting a repeat of that top out right into level 29. $297 plays 412. $345. Leenz back into a little bit of a dig. Double, single. Hot singles in your area, folks. Ooh, doozy with the, looked like a double flip there. All right, we are approaching transition 623 out of Tetris 646. DCK actually could get a 700K, right? I think so. Bar in Tetris, let's see. No, it's going to be just shy. It'll be like a 688. But needs the bar. Can't transition without a bar. And it's going to burn into transition 672. Leenz dealing with that same drought. Going to transition at 486. So off of run level 19. Nice triple there for Leenz. Still no bar. What the heck? Who generated this seed? Bar finally shows for DCK. And bar shows for Leenz out of Tetris. Both players now have crossed the 500,000 point mark. Leenz now at 547. DCK at 760. And DCK knocking down 3 quick Tetrises, goes to 816. Oh, Leenz actually missing an adjustment. I'm surprised. But gonna clean it away. All good. 579. It is kind of scary when I see an adjustment. Because then I start to wonder, wait, is that actually a good adjustment if a player doesn't do it? Oh, Leenz gets the dirty Tetris on the left. Oh, my word. That was inappropriate. 619, make it 623. 886 out of Tetris, go to 896 for DCK. So Leenz, fighting spirit, still in it, but is about 300k behind now. Ooh, slight couple of misdrops there for Leenz. Gets a single tuck. Tried to go for the double tuck, but I think rolled just a little too fast. B17 for DCK, 815 for Leenz. All right, transition, level 29. Out of Tetris, DCK, B65. Looks like the controller surgery that happened after game 1 is effective. Leenz into level 30 now, 845, so about 200,000 points back. Needs something to slow DCK down again. But DCK showing no signs of letting up. However, a little bit of a situation starting to form. Great survival there from DCK. And is actually set up for the Tetris. Gets a Tetris, C50. And Leenz left side is going to top out. 866. He gave us thumbs, but I'm sure he wanted to give another finger. C94. DCK takes game number 2, tying up the set 1-1. GG. All right, DCK ready to get into it. And I think Leenz maybe saying, I need to get my pre-29 together. Yeah, definitely. All right, but let's not dawdle. At pivotal game number 3, we'll see who has the advantage and goes on match point as it breaks free in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. So Leenz said, I need to get my pre-29 together. And has taken 2 Tetrises and 13 lines. So I guess you could say a little bit of improvement was there, for sure. of what you see. Our grassroots team. That's right, we're grassroots over here. All right, 96,000 2CK, 80,000 Leenz out of Tetris, go to 103, takes the lead. 2CK gonna snap the lead right back. This lead getting passed back and forth like a potato. My son comes down here and asks for one of my ice bars. So now's probably a good time to talk about Johnny Pops. All right, Johnny Pops, if you've not had them, they're like made of like whole fruit, and they're really good. You get them at Costco or like really any grocery store. But around Valentine's Day, they have a special chocolate-covered strawberry Johnny Pop, and it is delicious. I love them, but you could only get them during like the weeks leading to and ending for Valentine's Day. So we bought a bunch because they stick in the freezer. They don't go bad, right? So I bought a whole bunch and they're in the freezer, and it is now April and we are on to the last box. And my kid, who's been plowing through them, he likes them probably more than I do, comes down here just a minute ago and says, "Dad, could I have a Johnny Pop?" So I said what any good dad would. Yes, as long as you bring me one. All right, 312 plays 281. Leenz keeping this one a much, much closer game. That's a beautiful square for the left. Bar in. Tetris for 2CK. 381 plays 350. These players keeping this one tight. It's tighter than my wallet when my wife goes to Target. I wonder, do they even have Target over in Spain or Poland? I'm sure they do, right? It's got to be big enough. So 2CK shaking his head no. I don't know if he's shaking his head no because the pieces were bad or because they don't have a target. I don't think that Europe has target. Wow. Okay, I'm learning something new every day. Canada doesn't even have a target. Really? Wow. They probably have actual shopping malls. Yes, so when I was in Portugal, they have shopping malls, yes. And they were very much alive. I was very surprised when I was in Portugal to see that there was a shopping mall. Because the culture for shopping in Europe is probably still very strong. Because when I was in Portugal, I was trying to find a Messi jersey. Or not a Messi, what am I saying? Ronaldo jersey. Wow, did I just say, I made the biggest mistake I could possibly make. Uh-oh, and 2CK probably making the biggest mistake that he could make here if he doesn't get out of this quick. He's got 8 lines until transition. He's up at the sky. All right, he's got a dirty well set up. Not going to wait forever. Oh, he could have set up for the Tetris, but he didn't. Takes the triple. 545, 520 for Leenz. So off we run. Level 19, now level 20 for both. Maybe Target is just a US company. I thought for sure they were global. All right, 627, my birthday, plays 599. All right, now 634 to 663. Tetris for Leenz. Look at this. All knotted up. We are neck and neck. Yeah, a little bit of a drought forming for our players. Leenz battles it out with a couple of burns and then scores the Tetris. That left side a bit concerning now for Leenz. Double J dependent. And great placements for some tough pieces. 742 plays 829. Doozy K in the lead. Bar in for the single, but opens up the well. Now is Tetris ready. Leenz, I don't know if that was a misdrop or a delayed burn sequence, but either way, looks like he's getting out of it just fine. Has the well back open, tuck of the T, but misses the tuck. Gets the bar, gets the Tetris, 785, make it another, go to 820. Doozy K at 873. Both players now at 221 lines. So we are gearing up for level 29. That transition is approaching. We'll get there in one Tetris for both. Doozy K is ready. Leenz having to burn. Will burn into 29 and 836. 950 for Doozy K. So off we run, but Leenz's board falling apart. Had to smack the back of the controller because the rolls were not working. 838 the final score. Doozy K at 967. Gonna clutch out game number 3 and is now on match point. GG. C27, a final score. Nice little mullen there for DCK. Burby, do you think you could have hung in here? Maybe, maybe not. All right, we've got 2 ready players. DCK on match point. Will he take the game from Leenz, or will Leenz force a decider? Let's find out. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Now, this might not be true because I've just read this somewhere on the internet, but what I've read is that some American convenience store brand did try to expand to Europe, but they failed because of the difference in culture. That makes sense. So it's not really a convenience store. It was more of like a big, not even a big box store, just kind of like an everything store. You know, you can get clothes, you can get groceries, you could get a TV, you could get electronics, you could get, I mean, shoes, you name it, it was everything. Nice little adjustment there for Leenz. Obviously takes a gamble when you have a square like that and you have to make the L or the J dependency. Made the last second adjustment to turn it into a J dependency, and then the J piece came 1 piece after the preview, so a good gamble paying off there. Adds a Tetris, takes the lead. Leenz going with the delayed vertical eye tuck. And is waiting for the bar for the death-defying long bar slide. There it is. Whoop. And there's the bar for the reward. 162 plays 140. Leenz in the lead. DCK ties it up. Let's check on our astronaut friends. Right now, Eric Kenny is giving an interview. So, this is filler. This is what we talk about the pre-show. It's just like when Kingsman does a super show, right? You got the pre-show, where you talk about, like, oh, this and then what to expect and blah, 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 before that fun and everybody wants to see happens. We are 52 minutes away from splashdown. I know the Europeans are like, okay, that's cool. You guys went back to the moon. Did we actually go to the moon? Or did we just, like, orbit it? I thought we were gonna, like, do spacewalks and stuff, but I guess not. Yeah, I know. I mean, like, I was kind of hoping they'd, like, land on the moon. Like, I don't understand how we could have landed on the moon so long ago, like 60 years ago, and then we haven't done it since. And like, oh, well, now we've got to test the technology again. It's like, it already worked. Like, I guess I don't know. I guess I'm just a bit disappointed. Like, I'm expecting the world out of NASA. And DCK might be expecting the world of this game if a long bar doesn't come. Both players in a mess. However, DCK is a lot cleaner. How long is this drought? Jeez. Now the bar's coming when neither player could use the bar. Leenz fighting for their life here to keep the party going. Doozy K trying to finish. Oh, the hang! Oh, no! Doozy K topping out 319. And at 325, Leenz is good. Tying up the set once again. We are going to a decider. I'll tell you what, this game has been pretty close, if you really think about it. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like, why rebuild it? Like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Oh, okay, so we have, like, 2 more. Okay, I mean, I don't know why I was expecting we were going to do moonwalks, but I can't wait till that happens again, because that's going to be really cool. I want to experience that in my lifetime. And we will all experience this Game 5 decider as both players are ready, so let's count this down. Who will win the coveted slot? Oh, and Doozy K actually, just unreadied and started warming up after I started the countdown. All right, let's start this one over again, guys. Let's go ahead and top out. We got a false start. Let's do it again. We'll restart. So we'll move up to 76. Even the chat? Is the chat delayed? All right, well, let's go. There's a delay, but we'll still play. Doozy K, Leenz. Game number 5 comes alive in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Yeah, there's always going to be a little bit of stream delay, and since we're using like a restreaming service to be on Kick and YouTube and all that, there's probably a little bit more delay there. But yeah, always go when you see the countdown counting down in the chat. That's to keep everybody real. I mean, I know it's certainly not anything with my internet or computer, because, I mean, this computer's a beast, and my internet is... Well, you know, I better not say my internet's good, because the last time I did that, I got roasted in the chat because I had a power outage. And I'm like, okay, I can't control a power outage. But yeah, Winter's like, oh, my internet's great. I don't ever have problems. Yeah, well, it was the power went out, okay? Wasn't my internet. My internet was actually still working. That was the only thing that was working in my house because my internet is fiber and it's on a dedicated power. The helicopters are hovering over where the landing zone is supposed to be. Uh-oh, Doozy K with some missed rolls. Yeah, so the pod is like over Australia right now. The European Space Agency Human Exploration Control Center. All right, 203 for Doozy K, 245 for Leenz. Leenz trying to take the dub. But regardless, you know, this has been a good game. I mean, we didn't see deep 29 play, but, you know, we've seen max outs, we've seen 1.1s, 1.2s, and we've seen a very tight Game 3 and hopefully a very tight Game 4. So far, so good. Just in case you guys want to know, the shuttle is going 16,000 miles per hour. That is really fast. All right, 355 for Doozy K at a Tetris, 378 at the 100 line turn. Leenz 412 at 98 line. So both players on pace for a high 500, perhaps a 600 with some pretty nice pieces. It's always dependent on RNG. Because if you don't get long bars to score, I mean, you can't score. That's really the whole thing. Like, doesn't matter how good of a stacker you are, how good of Tetris you play. If you don't get long bars, you're not scoring Tetrises. So Poopy Old Hag saying that Leenz had to go perfect for the 600K, and, well, unfortunately had to take some burns, but still, high 500. Bar in Tetris, one more to go. Still won't be enough for a 600. It'll be just shy, like 598. Takes a Tetris there, 598. Man, you could tell I've commentated too long when I could tell you what the transition score's gonna be, like, to the exact. Oh, man. All right, 532 transition for Doozy K. So off we run, level 19, our final 19 of the set. Let's make this a good one. Oh, Doozy K with some mess up. Couple of missed rotations. Gets a long bar Tetris for some relief. But can't afford to rest yet. Meanwhile, Leenz has just been stacking perfectly. Bar in Tetris 708 plays 592. All right, 758 now. Leenz not able to use that bar for the Tetris. Opens up the well now. Needs the bar. There's the bar. There's the Tetris. 789 playing 675. DGK, that slowdown earlier really hurt his pace. So, gonna need something to slow down Leenz, or gonna need to turn it on with some efficient play. Both players now level 25, a 110,000 point lead here for our friend from Spain. Oh, and actually, this might be the opportunity that Leenz needed, or DGK needed. See, I knew I was going to mess it up. I was trying so hard. 933 for Leenz, 877 DGK. Leenz still burning, losing a lot of pace here. DGK is clean, 887 now. Long bar in, Tetris, 921 plays 976. Both players level 28. Transition in the cards for both with the next Tetris. Actually, Leenz, yes, with that burn now will be next Tetris. And Leenz waiting for this J, not coming. DCK hits transition first. 938, 989 for Leenz. Gets the well open, seals it again. Has it back open, needs a bar. Where's the bar? Give him the bar, needs the bar. Come on! Still no bar. What the heck? And sells out. 998, the final score. So DGK, you've got a shot. 999, you need a max out. A max out to win. And has all the time in the world. There is no cap. However, a couple of misdrops here. It's not over yet. Again, looking for 999. The Fire Dock Special. $997, $998, $9801 with the max out. DCK getting it done in a decider. Play this out. You're the winner. What was I meant to do? Yes, but hey, great game. Thanks for playing. See, I'm glad you came and played. I always like watching you play. And that's probably going to do it for DCK, but A61, the final score. And GG's to your winner-in-chief. Getting it done in a decider. Good game. All right, coming up next, we'll have 20Dan03 taking on the Poopy Old Hag. You will not want to miss that one. Hyper Tapper plays Das. We'll be right back. Hang on. And if you are still here while we set this up, you're going to watch some ads if you're not subscribed. If you want to avoid ads, click that subscribe button right now. If you've got Amazon Twitch Prime, you can do your free sub. Get all the emotes and avoid ads for the next 30 days. But we'll be right back. We are going to run 90 seconds of ads. Got to pay the bills. Be right back. Oh, what is this channel? Poopy, what is your name? Thank you. And then whenever you're ready to go live. All right, let's do this. Oh, that was cut off short. Hello, welcome back. We are into our third match of the evening. Introductions, please. On the left-hand side, he is a table tapper, staying up late because friendlies is great. Hyper tapping out of the United Kingdom, 1.199 million. Give it up for 20 Dan 03. And his opponent, DAS player from New Zealand, has an NTSC PB of 1.228 million. It's going to be up real early, or it's the middle of the day. I don't know, 18-hour difference. Give it up for the Poopy Old Hag, who's puking rainbows. She's puking rainbows. And then we'll just do this. Boom. Watch this. I'm going to make it look so good. Look how good that looks. And since he's the spaceman, he wants to see what's going on in the world of space. We will still check in periodically at our friends over in NASA. So, all right, we'll let these players get a seed. You guys can take a couple minutes, but I'll put the seed in the chat for you. It's OCDC, not ACDC, but OCDC 70. That's right, the members of ACDC are indeed 70 years old. So you see a live look from Mission Control right there. That dude has 4 monitors. I am jealous. You gotta wonder, like, what all they do all day. Like, imagine, like, one of those screens is just, like, your email. All right, both players are ready, so let's get it on. This is game number 1. 20Dan03 takes on Poopy Old Hag. Let's count it down in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. All right, we'll check back into our friends here in a little bit. 20Dan03 out to an early lead as Poopy Old Hag has yet to start. And there we go. It is St. Pizzet's. So, have these players played each other before? According to the match database. Yes, they have. Oh, that's not right. $96,000 for 20Dan, 73 for the Poopy Old Hag, as I am trying to get the match database to work. Okay, yes, so they have played each other's 8 times, now that it finally loaded. Poopy Old Hag has won 7. I'm sorry, Poopy Old Hag has lost 7. 20Dan03 has won 8 or 7 of 1. So, yeah, I can read. Screw this database, man. That was most definitely user error. I cannot read databases anymore. I work in IT, and I mess with Excel and databases all day. So whenever I have to do it outside of work, it just, like, my brain hurts. But yes, 20Dan03 and Poopy Old Hag have squared up 8 times. 20Dan has come on top 7 of those 8. So Poopy Old Hag perhaps looking for some vengeance this evening. Poopy Old Hag, perhaps needing to get out of this dig, has just been burning away for the past 12 or so lines. 195 after a triple, 242 for 20Dan. 20Dan out in front here, but is also ahead in the line count. So actually both players kind of struggle busting a bit here through the first half of level 18. We will see that speed transition over to level 19 at 130 lines, for those of you who are not familiar with how transition works. But certainly we have to get there first, and Poopy Old Hag's board is a little worse for wear. There's another triple. She has the well open. There's the bar. There's the Tetris. 247, 314. Say hello to Doc Pie if you're 20Dan. Would be nice to see if they appear. I like Doc Pie. Doc Pie's a homie. Ooh, and 20Dan maybe setting up for something dirty. Will the bar come? 20Dan in a scramble now. Set up for that dirty Tetris and not getting rewarded. In fact, getting punished. But staying alive. J dependency on the left. That's going to be hard. Gets the tap. Another J in the books. 347, 20 Dan. Missing like kind of an over tap there. So it's going to be still cleaning up. Setting up a bar dependency. And setting up for the dirty. Will he get rewarded this time? The answer is no. So gonna burn away some more garbage. Traditional well reestablished. Bar in Tetris. There's the fist bump. 385 plays 391. Poopy Old Hag has taken the lead. Just because 20 Dan was up so high burning. Bar in Tetris is scored 408. And 20 Dan passes up on the Tetris gold long bar flat, but then gets another bar immediately afterwards. So all is well that ends well. Transition for 20 Dan, 434. Poopy Old Hag will join him with the next Tetris or single line clear. That Tetris will do 487. So off we run. About a 1 Tetris lead here for Poopy Old Hag. Gilded Lizard checking out the queue. And look who it is. It's our Phenoms champion. She has arrived. Flux is here. Welcome in, Violet. We'll be seeing her in the main event. That's right, the Phenoms champ coming out to fight Tetris time. About like 2.5 hours, really. All right, 577 mistap of 20 Dan. That left side's completely cut off. Gonna have to flat, yeah, and 577, that misdrop is fatal. 579, Poopy Old Hag is good for game number 1. And we'll check in with our friends over at NASA. We got a nice view of a window. I don't know what that is, but it's a view of something from space. And perhaps Poopy Old Hag maybe wanting to do a little bit of a mullen. Well, I'm glad that I get to host one of them for you, Flaxe. By saying, I love that I'm playing Tetris Time like 5 times in a week and a half. Well, I'm just glad I get to restream. Oh, look, you can see astronauts. That's cool. And yeah, Poopy Old Hag looking like she is going to want to mullen this out. Which, you get 1 mullen, so this will probably be it for you. 779 at 26. Not super impressive, but not super bad either, so. Needs a bar, though, and gets droughted to high heaven. 817, level 27, top out. GG. Yeah, I was trying to go for that max out. All right, we will hide our friends over at NASA. We'll check on them in a little bit, as both players have indicated they are ready to go. So here we go. 20 Dan, Poopy Old Hag, Poopy on top. Will it get tied? Let's find out, because game 2 starts in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. 5 below opener. 5 below opener. Oh. Poopy Old Hag understood the assignment. Let's go. Oh, I gotta tell you guys another story. So Every time I stream, you guys get story time with Colin, which is fine, right? Because my stories are so enthralling. But my mother-in-law was over yesterday, and she and I were in the kitchen, and I was showing Lincoln how to towel snap because I had just finished the dishes, and every parent needs to show their son how to do a towel snap, right? So I was showing him, and then she started doing it, and then I was talking to my kid about something else, and then I just hear "Wha-check," and then I feel "ka-smack" on me, and oh my god, she got me real good. It hurt. So, while Poopy Old Hag is struggle busing, we'll wait for her to get out of this mess. Or perhaps, she won't. GG. 57,000, the final score for Poopy Old Hag. So, yeah. I think this soundbite, then, will be worthy. Where's the mute button? Was recorded on the iPad that my kids were playing with, so we obviously had to turn that one into a soundbite. All right, both players ready to go. It's all tied up. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Let's just hear that again, because we have to. And Poopy Old Hag topping out at 760. Okay. So that happened. 20 Dan is good. How? Like, what? Alright, we'll give Poopy Old Hag a minute to recover from that. I think we need another soundbite.
No! No!
Oh, that J hang. Oh, I see. You were trying to go for the J placement. You misdrop. Ah, yeah, that sucks. But if you look at that bottom corner over by 20 Dan, that's the Earth. This is a live image from the Artemis 2. Imagine wall charging on 18. All right, here we go. And 20 Dan has Poopy Old Hag on the ropes after 2 early top outs. Let's see what happens in this game number 4 in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. We are about 9 minutes from touchdown 2, so... We'll check back in on our friends once I start seeing action. I've got it up on the other side of my screen, so I'll be able to switch over if anything happens. But in the meantime, 20 Dan 03 has Poopy Old Hag on the ropes, but is currently in a digging situation. That square going to be beautiful. Back down to the bottom and clean. has yet to score a Tetris. Meanwhile, Poopy Old Hag has already knocked down 3. And nice clean boards from both players now. Nice sloping stack. 20 Dan trying to stay back into it. 79,000 at a Tetris going to cross 100,000. 144 for the Poopy Old Hag, but Poopy Old Hag with some misdrops. A square will fix it now. Oh, went for the J spin and missed the spin. But that's not as bad as it actually looks. Was able to... Yeah, was able to recover very nicely. 193 plays 149. Poopy Old Hag, nice burn, bar in, gets a Tetris, 264, add another one, go to 287, 218 for 20 Dan, unable to use that bar for the score. But can certainly use this one here, goes to 242, make it a double 264. So one Tetris lead here for Poopy Old Hag, halfway through level 18. And we are starting to get some more stuff going on over here, so we'll bring our NASA cam back up while 20 Dan plays. These pieces for 20 Dan, that bar coming untimely. Now needs another bar. Nice J, okay. Nice bar flat. $344, $330 at a Tetris, $353, Tetris for 20 Dan, $367. Bar in, another Tetris is scored, 414 now. 20 Dan still maintaining this lead. Tough pieces coming in for 20 Dan, but handles them well. Meanwhile, Poopy Old Hag makes a slight misstrap on the left. A J-piece would clean it up nicely. J-piece comes, beautiful T. Unfortunately, these bars coming at the worst time for Poopy Old Hag. Now finally has the well open, but immediately has to cover. And yeah, getting punished again. Poopy Old Hag was trying to get something going there. Finally, long bar in, Tetris. 433, another Tetris for 20 Dan, a Tetris for Poopy Old Hag. 456 plays 486. One Tetris lead here for 20 Dan and 6 lines behind. $532 plays 527.
Is it coming down? Where was the party bear? Is the
We are about 4 minutes from touchdown, yeah. All right, transition for both players. 565 playing 531. Poopy Old Hag looking good on the left. Gets that T over. Takes a burn. Fortunately, cannot use that bar to score. But the good news is either could 20 Dan. So both players still knotted up here. And Poopy Old Hag is going to top out at 563. 20 Dan 03 at 600 is good. Play this out. You've won. You're on the big screen. Barton Tetris. Table Tapper, 20 Dan adding another notch to victory over Poopy Old Hag. 20 Dan is Poopy Old Hag's kryptonite. Agreed. Dirty Tetris there for 20 Dan. $804 at a Tetris and a head nod. 836. And 20 Dan might be trying to get that 1.2. Probably going to be out of reach here on this game, but it's trying to go perfect. Takes the triple. Needs to get that well transferred, yeah, before level 29. Maybe could set up in the center. Or just go for a traditional well. And here comes the drought, of course. Bar in Tetris, 919. Can he get the max? Another Tetris is 2 away. So level 29, let's see what the Table Tapper can do. Trying to squeak out a couple more lines here. Oh, that square. 972. Could still get maybe a flat. Yeah, but it says, let's go, level 30. GG. So Charlie will ring that bell. And yes, your winner is 20 Dan 03. GG. Go ahead and end this match. Coming up, we'll have Caham and Jay plays Tetris, so stick around. We'll have that one in just a moment. We'll be right back. Wait, why do I still have that Toastress open slide? Really? did I do? Oh, that's what. All right, we're going to transition, and we're going to throw this up before we go live. So we'll interrupt this because we have the capsule landing. So we're going to wait for the thing to touch down. The parachutes have been the first round, and then there we go. And falling from the sky. That is so fast. And those little parachutes doing whatever they can to keep it alive.
Yeah.
And it's going to hit the ocean floor in 3, 2, 1. It's so bright.
That doesn't even look like water.
I want to see a splash. It's got to be close. Oh, it still has 3 minutes? Oh, man. Okay.
What?
All right, well, while we're doing this, I'll introduce the players. All right, introductions, please. On the left-hand side, you are watching, second round of parachutes, and yeah, there we go. Now it's slowed down. Introductions, please. On the left-hand side, you know him as a hyper tapper out of the United States with an NTS CPB of 1,038,000. Give it up for Caham! And his opponent over on the right, NTS CPB of a 1.1 DAS player from the US. Give it up for Jay! Yeah, I thought it was, that must have been like something in orbit that, or not in orbit, but like in the stratosphere to catch that. That's cool. Yeah, look how much it's slowed down now. Yeah, let me make it bigger. Sorry. Kingsman's probably going to get mad at me for this, but I don't care. This is important. This is so important to see. Here, let me do this too, and actually, I'll put it in the middle. There you go. Now it's in the middle. Yes, blocking Caham, the Boondocks character. Yeah, that's got to be like an infrared camera. You can see the, like, thrusters blasting, too, to steer it. Welcome to classic Tetris. Watch a space shuttle or a space thingy land, right? It's landing right now, dude. My kid's so impatient. He's like, how much more time? So just want to throw this out here. Thank you for all for sticking around. And there's splashdown. Woo! All right, looks like they made it safe and sound, so that's what we like to see. All right. Now they'll just sit there for eternity. All right, let's go. Seed in the chat. DC 938C. That is the call. Delta Charlie 93-8 Charlie. I hope they know how to swim. Yeah, there's gonna be like helicopters, but they gotta sit there for a while. They gotta like depressurize, right? That's the whole thing. They have to sit there for a while. That thing's gotta like cool off and all that. All right, both players ready to go, so let's get it on. This is Caham. This is Jay. Let's fight this out in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. And I'm gonna fix Jay's board because that is not on stencil. It's fine. Just bear with me here. We'll throw the stencil up. Boom. Look at that. Oh man. All right, let's see if I can work some magic. Yeah, I'd say I did a pretty dang good job. See, Vandweller should hire me to fix stencils. All right, 117 for Caham, 96,000 for Jay. Jay just trying to get something going here. Unfortunately, not finding the right pieces. Finally gets the well back open. Beautiful square. Needs the bar. Okay, has to take a triple. And there's the long bar. There's the Tetris. Caham with a misdrop of the T, so going to require some digging. And yeah, this board is getting a bit complicated now. And Caham fighting. Oh, the hang of the bar.
Come on, man!
Colin is to blame for everything.
Step away from the screen, go outside, get some fresh air.
Oh, all sorts of mess ups there, and Jay at 178 is good for game number 1. Trying to get like more of Jay. Oh, bro just moved. Okay. All right, both players ready to go, so let's not dawdle. Game number 2, Jay with an early win. Can he do it again? Let's find out. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. All right, so yeah, kind of a bummer start there for Caham. Just got out of control up the board while trying to get something established. So he's going to look to rebound here. Meanwhile, if you're Jay, you're going to look to try to capitalize and take a 2-0 victory. And I have to adjust Jay's stencil again. No problem. Right, 176 for KM at 45, 209 for Jay at 42. A much better game this time around. Tetris for Jay goes to 301. This is a great score. You got to see Jay maybe flinching a little bit, maybe an itchy ear or adjusting the headphones. Get all that out of the way on these level 18 speeds because there's no way you're doing that with Das on level 19, that's for sure. Bar in Tetris for Caham. Going to try to cut into that lead a little bit. It's currently about 70,000 points back. You know, about like 60, 70,000 points back. Kind of see that adjustment from Caham, like, oh, do I want to set up like this, or do I want to do this? And yeah, it's going to try to go for the setup and then takes the triple after that bar timing was just not cooperating. I don't blame him. He is starting to fall a bit behind now, about 90,000, making 110. As Jay slams home quick Tetrises. But still, we have about 60 lines until transition, so, you know, lots of Tetris to be played here at this speed, then we'll crank things up level 19 at 130 lines. Jay going for a T-spin delayed setup. Ooh, could actually go for 2 T-spins, but not getting a T. The T drought. Where's this T? Not coming. Tetris time. Welcome in. Checking out the queue. That's right. Got 2 ahead of you. We are into our 4th game of the night. Then we'll have Kazanavi and Gilded Lizard squaring off in a match of all time. And then we'll have the Phenoms Champ and Tetris Time squaring off in a non-title match. Bar in Tetris. You gotta like the patience here that Jay is showing. Did not want to fill in that T dependency with a piece that was going to sour the board. And I like the call, has maintained a very clean stack here on this 18 play. But that was a nasty square, so going to have to burn it away before this speed change. And we are about 19 lines away. 464 playing 367. Bar in Tetris for Caham. And Caham going to set up again for another Tetris. Gets a bar, gets a Tetris, as does Jay. Both players have crossed 400,000 points. 413 plays 492. Jay with the lead. And filling out the left side is Jay. Needs a J piece for the left to really make it good. But look at the bar. Tetris now fills out the left with J, and a beautiful square to boot. Nice sloping stack for Jay, filling out the left, making sure they've got some burn options because that 29 or 19 speed has taken effect. 540 transition, 442. Caham will join him, so we're off to the races. Level 19, the Tapper versus Das. Good clean boards all around. Tetris for Caham, 467. Jay at 546, making another Tetris there for Caham. Gonna see Jay shaking his head. Oh, missed drop of the square to hang of the bar! And Caham has an opportunity as Jay has topped out. 554 is your target. 554 bar in Tetris. That'll help. You've got all the time in the world. 554 is the target score. And you can see the order of the day, singles and doubles, playing it safe. Caham burning his way to victory. Ooh, gonna take, okay, takes the double. Actually could have set up for a Tetris, but that double will do it. 553, 560 is indeed bigger than 553, 140. Congratulations, Caham, you're on the board. And we are all tied up at 1, GG. Nah, probably just a misdrop. I mean, Das moment. All right, both players are rip-roaring and ready to go, so let's count it down. This is game number 3. We're all tied up at 1. Let's see what happens as game 3 breaks free in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. All right, 28,000, 68,000. Caham set up column 9 bar in Tetris. 64,000 plays 143. All right, Jay, that's a beautiful square. Ooh, excuse me. And filling out the left side, going for these left well Tetrises. currently has about a 120,000 point lead here over Caham, so you know, could afford to transition that well back to over where it belongs. But Jay gonna continue the aggression, which, you know, I guess you want to make a statement here in your game 3 to try to take the advantage. Oh, these pieces starting to sour for Jay. Now he's gonna go and burn this all the way down, I'm sure. Dig City, population, you bro. This is the opportunity for Caham to get caught up, as Jay is gonna be burning for quite a bit of lines here. Caham trying to maintain this T well. But yeah, there's no T, so just gonna throw it away. Get a little bit of buffering from Jay. We'll wait for that stream to stabilize and we'll give a quick refresh. So we got a little bit of PowerPoint going on Jay's side. 371, 242 for Caham. Jay with the Tetris go to 394. Just keep playing. We're working through it. No big deal. Just don't worry about it. Worry about playing Tetris. Trust me, this isn't even probably the worst internet we're going to see tonight, so. That's right. I'm calling you out, Tetris time. TT's like, what? Huh? Bar in Tetris for Caham, 299, 445 for Jay. Jay has just not let up. Looks like the stream may have finally recovered, which is good. We'd like to see it. But we do have transition fast approaching. Jay needs to get this fixed. And might continue playing in the center for a little bit. Spicy decision here. Bar in, gets the Tetris, has 2 left, but probably going to burn away one of those Tetrises. Yeah, burns it away to transition that well back over to where it belongs. 498, Corian Thing, nice. Has 2 lines to give. Was waiting for that L piece. Nice tuck. Caham transitions first at 354. Jay will join him with a double. Get a Tetris there. 524 plays 356. Off we run, level 19. Bar in, another Tetris for Jay. So Caham with a low transition score, but still hanging in there. Knows that perseverance could certainly pay off. Especially if something catastrophic were to happen to Jay here in the later levels of 19. But Caham cannot afford to burn, so has to play a little bit more aggressive. Perhaps maybe a little bit more aggressive than he'd like to play. You can see kind of playing up about half height, and those squares filling out the left. That is a beautiful piece to get when you're trying to fill out. Looks like an overtap there may have happened for Caham, but a bar in gonna solve the problem. 479 plays 595. Cutting into that lead a bit. Now it's a 120,000 point lead here for Jay. As Jay continuing the single and double approach, trying to just keep a low safe stack as Caham's board is starting to get a bit high here. That's a beautiful bar. It gets it where it needs to go. And trying to live. That left side going to be difficult. Gets the T over. But yeah, that left side and right are kind of complicated now. And a hang of the T, hangerang, he's finished. 491 the final score. Jay at 636 is good for game number 3 and is now on match point. GG. All right, Jay's ready to get into it. Caham perhaps stepped away and stomped around. All right, both players ready to go, so let's get it on. Jay is on match point. Can he finish off Caham, or will Caham force a decider? Let's find out. Game 4 starts in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. That square quite didn't get over for Jay, so gonna start knocking it down. Did not have dash to get that J piece over. Has the well open though. Needs another J. And guess what? No J. Has to go flat with the L. And great dash control here for Jay, but a misdrop. Oh, another misdrop, and tried to regain dash. Had to kind of dead drop that one piece and then try to do a quick wall charge. So Jay continuing to fight. Caham continuing to score. Jay has not knocked down a single Tetris in 22 lines. And he is not going to be knocking down one soon until he gets out of this mess. Meanwhile, Caham, 164,000, plays 21,000. That's not even enough points to be worth a Tetris. And now it is, but hold on. Jay is getting into another pickle here. All right, getting to the left, getting pieces to the right. Nasty squares. Oh! And what can Jay do? He's trying his best. You can see him. Oh, setting up. Dirty triple. Oh, those S's piling on more weight. Oh, and Jay needed that L piece to come, and it didn't. So still continuing to fight here. The suffer game of all time right now, but you gotta give it up for Jay here, sticking with it, not giving up. Oh, the misdrop of the T! He was almost out of it. Okay, an L piece would be super helpful. Double L dependent. Gets the J, gets it over, still needs the L, gets the L piece, but it... Oh my word, that spire in the middle, very concerning, but he gets the well back opened. Where's the bar? Give him the bar, he deserves it. Where's the bar? There's no bar. Another triple, what the heck? There it is, finally! Boom! Tetris for Jay. His first Tetris in 79 lines. Wow. Great survival, but ouch. So Jay is going to have to really turn on the jets here if he wants to put Caham away. And if you're Caham, you're just focused on getting to transition cleanly. We are approaching the 100-line turn now. Still a little bit more of 18 to be played, but these players have to start thinking about transition. Jay with a clean board. Bar in, gets the Tetris. 189 plays 389, so that's a 200,000 point lead here for Caham. But man, if we had instant replay, I think that dig was definitely worth going back and watching. Great survival for Jay. It's just tough that Caham was not struggling at all there and wasn't able to get slowed down. But now getting up a bit high. Nice little adjustment there for Caham. Bar in, gets the Tetris. 441 playing 219, so 130,000 points. No, 230,000, excuse me. Caham still maintaining the lead. Bar in, Tetris for Jay, 288. Trying to cut into that lead, but Caham keeps scoring. Caham looking for a 500k transition. Jay hoping for a 300k transition. Bar in for both. 514 plays 311. Terrible score and a terrible band. Bar in, Tetris into transition for Jay. 335 plays 517, so a bit opposite for what we saw in that previous game where Jay had the commanding lead over Caham. I'm not here for 311 slander. It is not slander. I'm speaking truth. I'm speaking gospel, actually. Yep. It's not the only thing that's colored of amber, that's what I'll tell you. Dude, oh no, that mischief from Jay, and the suffer game continues here. And that cutoff left side, the dagger. This game ended. Caham, 586, tying up the set once again, and we are going to our second decider of the evening, GG. Well, you did say that you wanted some extra time to warm up, Gilded. Well, here's your chance. All right, we'll increment our seed one final time for this set. Caham is ready. All right, so we know that we start with an L and a J, so let's get it on. This is our decider, Caham, J, one final time. Let's count it down in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. L, J, bar. Oh, you could do the Colin opener. Please, somebody do it. The Colin opener, please. No! Neither neither one of them do it. Oh, sad face. So, did CTWC get announced yet? Yes, registration is now open. So yes, join us June 5th through 7th in Pasadena, California at the SoCal Gaming Expo, where you can perhaps win a title. Should I qualify for CTWC? Like, should I actually try to qualify? Should I break out my secret weapon, my new playstyle? That's right, you heard it first. All 55 of you in the chat right now, you've heard that I have a new playstyle. I am no longer Das. That's right, my playstyle is retired. Haha, gotcha! You guys were all getting excited for a minute, like, wait a minute, did Colin learn how to roll? Of course not. Of course not. You want to change, you got it. 90-minute qualifying times to ensure the safety of our players from potential injury. If you're getting injured playing Tetris, come on, that means the playstyle's wrong. Okay? Number of max out and kicker are now out. The point system and high scores are in. That's right. We are going to have gold, silver, and bronze, so the World Championship will feature up to 112 players. Let's see, did I get my tickets for the SoCal Gaming Expo? I think so. I have to look. I'm pretty sure I did. Maybe not. I got the hotel and the flight. Hello? Is this thing on? Why is chat so quiet? Are you guys all busy watching Sharky and Joseph play? Is that why nobody's talking in chat? Did I put you all to sleep? Is this a snooze fest? Nice 5 and below there for Caham. 322 plays 432. 100,000 point lead here for Jay. T-spin? T-spin, all right. Jay was kind of looking for that J, but it didn't come. Or, I mean, Caham was looking for the J. Jay was looking for an L. Jay get a long bar, and Jay getting a J. You know what? That's what we need to do. We need to have Jay play L and O in a triple threat. Right? We could have J, L, and O play. All right, transition from Jay at 582. Caham will join him at 429. So off we run, our final 19 of the night for these two. Well, maybe not of the night, but of the match, because they might play some. Who knows? Uh-oh. Spoiler in chat. Oh, no. No! No, 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 no! And Jay tops out at 615. Blames the commentator. So 616 is your target, Caham. 616 is what you're looking for. Well, yes, I know they would clobber you, but it would be a fun commentary. That's all I meant. Because it would be J, L, and O. Get it? Jello! All right, 616 again, Caham. In case you forgot, 616 is your target. You've got about 50 lines to do it. Oh, now hold on. This is not free. Six, 616. That's about 2 Tetrises at this speed. That left side filled out for days. Oh, Caham going aggressive. Look for the Tetris. Where's the bar? Needs the bar. Gets a triple. 559. Misses the spin. This is going to come down to the wire. Caham needs a Tetris. Oh! Oh, hold on! 573. $580. Caham set up in the center. Where's the bar? Give him the bar. He needs the bar. Takes a triple, gets a Tetris, 624! And Caham squeaks it out! Getting it done in a decider! GG! Oh, man. Congratulations! Your winner, Caham! Let's go! Great game. Just goes to show you that perseverance pays off, as always. Alright. Coming up next, we're going to have Cousin Avi taking on Gilded Lizard, but we're going to take a brief intermission. I'm going to go step away for about 5 minutes to help put the twins to bed. But I'll be right back. I will leave you under the watchful eye of the best promo screen in all of NES Tetris. Alright, we are so back. And with 2 minutes to spare, I got everything set up, so we'll cut early. Alright, welcome back in, folks, to our penultimate match of the evening. Introductions, please. This is a DAS affair scheduled for 3 fall, and is for absolutely nothing. Give it up for the left-hand side DAS player out of the United States, NTSC PB of 626,000, Gilded Lizard! And our opponent, over on the right, another DAS player, NTSC PB of 660, also hailing from the United States. Give it up for Cousin Bobby! Alright, players, I will give you your Colin seed. And there you go. 45 Delta 6 Delta 3. We'll pin that to the top. You guys continue your warm-ups if you like, but I gave you about 10 minutes to warm up, so you should be pretty good. And while Avi's playing, I'm going to adjust the stencil just a tad bit. Because this stencil is whomp, 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 whomp. There we go, much better. And we'll get more Avi in the frame here. So everybody likes more Avi. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Game 3 is a 6-7 seed. What? Did somebody say... Alright, when you two folks are ready, we'll count this down. Alright, here we go! Both players ready to go. Let's count it down in 3, 2, 1. Tetris, no worries, Avi. All good in the hood. And a level 15 start, it is. Same piece sets has been confirmed. Now, I'm going to see. I'm going to try something. This may work, this may not work. We'll find out. No. How's that look? Yeah, much brighter. Ladies and gentlemen, the weekend. Welcome in, Czar Jordan. My friend, I have not seen you in so long, I miss your face. So 102 for Gilded Lizard, 103 for Cousin Avi. Both players about 30 lines, so very close to start us off here 1/3 of the way through. This isn't even our first 15 of the night, if you could believe that. We've had a lot of 15. Love to see it. Slowed down gameplay, but still high-octane matches. We saw Marts sweep Yee-haw. So if there was anybody ever deserving of the Kaka Crew title, absolutely would be Yee-haw McKickass, who got his McAss kicked. Oh, and speaking of getting kicked, Cousin Avi probably kicking themselves here because these pieces not cooperating and in a bit of a pickle, a bit dependent, needs an L piece, gets a bar instead. So Cousin Avi still continuing to dig, but bringing this down. A J piece would be lovely. A bar would be better. A bar comes a bit too late. Cousin Avi continuing to burn. Gilded Lizard continuing to score. 168 plays 138. Add a Tetris for Gilded Lizard. Go to 187. Absolutely murdering the place. And I will give a cookie to anybody who who tells me why I say on a score of a 187 that it's a murder. Anybody at all. Okay, nice little, I guess it was like a tap or maybe a hyper jolt from Cousin Avi, but this board getting up higher and higher. Cousin Avi needs some help, and no! 145!
No!
That was loud.
Oh no, I'm going to let it go, man. It's going to come out. Oh no, Kingsman.
Oh no, Kingsman, indeed. Let's go to game number 2 as reward the heart to Gilded Lizard. Let's count it down in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. I just did my best Gunter impression. Nashua. Mika. Shisha. Yeah, I'm learning a bunch of different languages. You know, I used to speak a lot of Chinese. Well, I never actually spoke it. So, yeah, I'll tell you the story. Ooh, look at this. Cousin Avi delayed Fits. Love it. But, was speaking Chinese, or, like, listening to Chinese, and I could understand it, but I couldn't really speak it. So I tried speaking it, and didn't work out. But, now that I work with a lot more international people, other than just with China, I've been learning some like Spanish and Italian and Hungarian. It's really cool to learn all of these different languages. And I've just been saying like simple pleasantries like how's your day, or you know, I hope you're doing well, or hello, you know, little things like that. But it's cool because I'm learning like different things. Like for instance, there's a lot of languages that have gender in the, like for the, oh my gosh, hold on, Cousin Avi struggling here. Okay, nice double. We'll see if he gets out of this before I continue with the nonsense. And the struggle bus, oh, Cousin Avi gonna crash at 86. But hold on, it's not over. Gilded Lizard might be right behind him. Gets a triple to 74. 87,000 is your target, Gilded Lizard. 87. $80, $81. Oh my word. Set up for the dirty Tetris. Not gonna wait all day. 82, triple goes to 87, which beats 86 every day of the week. Player 2 gets nothing. Player 1 gets 2. We're now on match point. But anyway, what I was saying is I learned that, like, different words have genders. Like, obviously, like cat. You know, if you could have a male cat or a female cat, so it could be gendered. But in some languages, it's just cat is either male or female. And both players are ready to go, so we will continue wasting time. That's right, it is a 6-7 seed. 6-7. Let's count it down in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. But then I learned in some other languages, if you're like conjugating the noun, you also have to do the verb. So it's like, if it was a girl dog, you would say the girl dog walked, and you would have to use the formal, or the girl noun for walked. But if it was a boy dog, you would use the boy noun. And I'm like, what? I was like, okay, that broke my brain a little bit. So, language is fun. I missed my calling. Maybe I should have been like a linguistics teacher. But I can't speak it. That's the problem. I can listen to it. I can understand it. And if somebody's like writing it, I could probably read it. But like speaking it is too difficult. But I'm really working on my pronunciations. Like a lot. Oh, and Kill the Listener says 6-7 really fast. With adjectives. Oh, dude, don't say that. Oh. Yeah, I have a kid on my baseball team, and I said, what number are you? And I looked up, I was like, oh, you're going to be 67. And as soon as I said that, everybody's like, 6-7 in the dugout. I coach 10-year-olds, so I'm like, oh, I kind of stepped in that one. So yeah, that was interesting. And what's also interesting is this board from Cousin Avi. Come on, give him some help, please. Oh, rotates that piece the wrong way. Oh, Avi, come on. No! Avi, no! Oh, 68,000. Cousin Avi. Oh, no.
Step away from the screen, go outside, get some fresh air.
Cousin Avi getting swept. Tough break. Well, congratulations to your winner. A big forehead. Ah, there she is. Gilded Lizard getting it done. Now says it's time for dinner. GG. All right, well, that is the winner bell. That means the winner shall be announced. All right, coming up next, our main event, Flux Tetris time. We'll be right back. Hang on. Oh, wait, I'm going to pause that. We're not doing that again. Fluxy. Just waiting on Violet. I know we're like way ahead of the night, so. Wait for our Phenoms champ top player privilege. TT's here. Yes, I got you, TT. For once, TT is here and the opponent isn't. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Please don't hate me. Yeah, it was a little bit, wasn't it, Furio? Exactly. Yeah, just imagine, like, the little head. Wait, I might be able to do it. I'll be silly, because why not? We got time, right? Yes, I know. I saw JD and Sharky were playing together. Alright, so let's go studio mode. And then we'll do... Yeah, I know. I see it happening. We'll go here. We'll add... video capture, webcam. Okay, and we'll put me down here, and we'll just go. Fluxy! I am so dumb. I am so dumb. Why do I do this? And we're still, Flaxey's not here. I know, we're running early, so take your time. We're not mad. We're just early. Oh, cool. All right. Tetris time. Cut a promo. My name's Tetris Time, and I was top 8 in the world, and I'm going to try to be top 8 again. Ooh, that was good. That was a good promo. There she is. She's here. She's back. She's here to cut a promo. I love it. Let me give her all the screen back that she deserves here. Our Phenoms champ. Love that shirt. CTUK. Represent. I'm Violet, and I'm going to lose to Tetris Time 5 times in 2 weeks. Okay, Kurt Angle. Knock it off. All right, here we go. Oh, wait. I forgot. I got to do this one first.
Well, looks like there's been enough talk. It's time for the main event.
That's right, indeed, it is time for the main event. Introductions, please. On the left-hand side, he is a roller. He is a former top 8 world champion, right? Top 8 world champion. That makes sense. He finished top 8 at the Classic Tetris World Championships. He's a roller with an NTSC PB of 5.4 million. Give it up to Tetris Time. And his opponent, you know her, you love her, our Phenoms champion. Rolling out of the United States, NTSC PB of 1.6 million. Give it up for Fluxy. That's right, our Phenoms champion making an appearance to play tonight in a non-title match against Tetris Time. So this should be a good one. You guys want seeds? I give you seeds. Boom. That's right. There is no cap, so we could see colors maybe. 95, 13, 78. Not with that seed, you're not. So you could go ahead and plug that Colin seed into your cartridge, and we can get ready to go. Looks like Fluxay has a cuppa. Is that tea, or is it just water? That's right, I learned that cuppa. That's the proper way to say a cup. I know, right? How silly. A cup, a cup, a cup, a cup, a cup, yo. Waiter, waiter, percolator. I love coffee, I love tea. I love the Java Jive and it loves me. Coffee and tea and... Sorry. That's an old song. That is an old chestnut. It's called Java Jive. Boston bean, soybean, stringy little string bean, cabbage and beans. Yeah, look at these players warming up on 29, getting their fingers loose. Because they know 29 play is what this could come down to. You know what? I'm going to fix the stencil. It's not Violet's fault. It is Cousin Avi's fault. So have no fear. I is going to fix it. Hebrew is one of those languages where there are gendered versions of the verb too. Yeah, it's crazy to me that that's a thing. Yeah, I think a lot of the Slavic languages too, like I think Polish does it, or maybe not Polish, but... I am a fraud, Brit. I really don't like tea. Well, good for you. I mean, to each his own. I am not a person who defines somebody by what they drink. I'm a person that defines somebody by how they look. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm about to get myself canceled here. It's 2 a.m. Yes. It's only 2 a.m. This is prime Violet time. All right, TT's ready. Good luck, have fun. My age is showing. You're an old fart, Wallbant. All right, here we go. Game number 1, our main event. TT on the left, Fluxay on the right. Countdown. Game number 1 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Cousin Avi in chat saying there are languages where prepositions like on, above, under, in are infixes and circumfixes. So between syllables of a noun or around them. Yeah. I don't know what that meant. I'm probably just too tired to understand it, honestly. Like, I've heard of the words circumflex, but right now my brain is going to something else that starts with the word circum, and that's probably not what we need to be talking about during Tetris. And now Kingsman's for really going to cancel me. He's going to say, no more Colin on stream. He's gone off the rails. He's been rogue. he restreamed the NASA thing, which is just the start of the day. Oh, TT, dirty! Outstanding, you madman. But we knew it was coming. That's right. Tetris Time is known for high-risk maneuvers. High risk, high reward. Bang Tetris. 82,000 plays 140. Flux in charge through the first 30 lines. You know, that's an interesting play from TT there. He had the T piece and he didn't go for the T tuck. Instead, he stashed the T over to the left. So he valued filling out the left over filling the dependency, which is an interesting to note, because I would have filled the dependency and perhaps that wasn't the most optimal move. However, the pieces right now for TT are not so friendly. Up at the top of the board, fighting. Kind of see, did like a 5-tap and I had to roll it back. But hanging in there. Oh, that Z piece so tough. And nothing burns in Tetris Time at 142. Gonna top out.
Oh no! No! No!
And Flux it's 206 is good for game number 1. And yes, that's right. Harumi Maharu is saying, why would Kingsman cancel you for thinking about the word circumstances? Exactly. Exactly. Okay, Tetris Time saying, I can explain, so we are gonna wait until you explain what the heck happened. Okay, he just says ready, A6. Good explanation. Yeah, so fire main event. An early top up from TT. But hello, Kingsman. You're here just in time to catch game number 2. As it starts in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Yeah, the stream is behind, and that's just on account of the streaming service. I mean, it's nothing on my end. Yeah, Kingsman, I don't know if you knew that, but there's been like a significant delay. Oh, hold on! What? No! No! Oh my word, what the heck happened? Violet, 24,000! So, Tetris Time. A Tetris will do it. If you get the bar, you will get the win. Bar in, bang Tetris, 31,000. Tetris Time ties up the set.
Colin is to blame for everything.
And our Phenoms champ returns the favor. Another early top out in this main event. All right, well, both players are ready to go. Yeah, no doubt. All right, let's go. Game number 3. Let's see if it's better than the first 2. Let's count it down. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. The best of 5 becomes a best of 3. I also think that players forgot to, like, start when they see the 3, 2, 1 Tetris countdown in the chat. Like, don't wait for my voice. Just go when the chat says 3, 2, 1 Tetris. So, what a way to close out the night. I think it's maybe a little too early for Violet. Perhaps that's why she was struggle busting. Saying, you know what? I don't play my best until 3 a.m. and it is only 2:30. So... Alright, back-to-back bars allow for a Tetris there. 117 plays 30,000. But again, Tetris Time did start a bit late. And sets up an I-tuck and a tuck of the T instead. There's the back-to-back bars for him. Unable to capitalize, but can use that one certainly. Both players about to cross the 100,000 point mark. There it is. Tetris Time at 122. Flux at 185. But as our night comes to a close, you know, don't forget, we've got plenty of Tetris events happening. What if instead of rolling there was strolling? Good question, Isobring. That's right, we do have a boatload of live events. We are approaching contest season, if you can believe that already. I know, I'm super pumped about it. We've got CTWC Midwest, which takes place April 24th and 26th. So mark your calendars for that one. You will not want to miss that. That is the Midwest Gaming Classic in Milwaukee. Then we'll also have CTWC France, which will take place in Montpelier, or Montpellier, depending on what part of America you're from. And that'll be on May 1st through the 3rd. And then we also have our CTWC Detroit in Detroit, Michigan, hosted by the Burb Wizard. And fun fact, I'll be there. So if you want to see me, then yeah, come there. That'll be on May the 9th. And then we have our World Championship. That's right, June 5th through 7th. It's been announced. Registration is now open. Pasadena, California. I hope my friends Flux and Tetris Time are both at the World Championships. I'm sure they will be, as both are, you know, contenders. I know I had a blast with Flux last year. Okay, she's shaking her head. Yes, that's good. We had a blast last time. We went and had we went to Hibachi. And yeah, it was really fun. With Ronkley. I got to meet some of Flux's Minecraft friends too that came and watched her, which was really cool. And I know it's not a story about Flux, but I got to meet Franklin and Michael from GTA 5. Like, that was cool. I got pictures with them. All right, 384 for Tetris Time, 401 for Flux. Long bar in Tetris for Flux, 324. And TT is confirmed also, yes, so cool. Yep, I'll be there. I already have my hotel and my flight. I just have to buy the convention tickets, which I thought I already bought. So I'm going to have to research that so I don't end up buying it again, because I'm pretty sure I bought all 3, but I can't find the confirmation email, so... Yeah, then I'm just waiting for Dan V to like officially announce CTWC UK to see if my wife and I can go to that. I mean, we are planning on it, but it just has to work out for the dates, and we can get a sitter, and we'll probably be in the UK for like a week and a half instead of just for the tournament like I was last year. Because my wife, she brought up a good point. She said if I'm going to sit on a plane for that long a time, I'm going to want to stay in country or in that area and go explore for longer than just a weekend. And I was like, yeah, that's fair. All right, 519 for Flux. She's got 2 Tetrises. Make it 1 now until transition. Tetris time getting into a bit of a dig right before transition. Flux there at 548. Long Bart in, Tetris for Flux 573. And Tetris time knows that he's a Tetris away as well. And beautiful pieces. Well, not so much there, but handled very, very well. And we'll transition up a bit high, triple, 560. So off we run, about really neck and neck, factoring in pace as both Flux and Tetris time entered in with a 560. And Kingsman letting us know that CT UK may be announced this coming week, so stay tuned. Yes, I will be tuned in, because that'll probably be the last live event I go to outside of Columbus, because I have to go to Columbus. It's in my backyard. But yeah, I'll be at Motor City, which will be fun. Oh, what's not fun is this board from Flux. She needs to bring this down. And getting bars, which is exactly what you need when you're in that type of a dig situation. Oh, yes. Well, yes, and Wars Live. True. Yes, I will definitely be at Wars Live. That is September 11th. The weekend of September 11th. So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And it's at a new location. It's at the Huntington Convention Center in Cleveland. It's no longer at the IX Center. So, new venue, hopefully better internet. Yeah, we had a great turnout for Wars Live last year. Meme came, Zempro came, Bumpy came, Hydrant came. Cole was there, of course. You know, Cole always comes to Wars Live. Doodle was there again, trying to get his title back. Dirty triple there for Flux. Yeah, great turnout. What was his name? Shake? Shake was there. Yeah, it was really cool. Me being there was really cool. Like, I really felt... Honestly, I felt honored that that meme came, because it meant that Wars Live was an actual real live event. Wasn't just kind of, you know, like, oh yeah, it's not really like a regional. It's just a side thing that Wars is trying to do to copy CTWC. It's like, no, we just want to bring Wars live. All right, 857 for Flux, 938 for Tetris time. Tetris time, 2 Tetrises away from the max out. Flux with a bit more to go. But we are approaching those level 29 speeds. Flux will transition with the next double. I think she's holding out for an L. Yeah, gonna double into transition there. 900,000 gets a bark, gets the Tetris, 937. So she's in full cleanup mode now, but she's down to a safer level. However, that bar hang, that missed 5-tap. Oh, the hang again! Can she get anything else over? The answer is no. 944. She says farts. And at B12, giving a shot in the arm, Tetris time takes game number 3 and is now on match point. We might get out before 10 o'clock. Maybe. You know, it was like tonight, I was like, yeah, I didn't really, like, I was like, yeah, I'll stream, like, I'm scheduled to stream, but I was like, yeah, I don't really feel like streaming. I was like, I'm tired, had a long week, and then, sure enough, it's like, I feel energized now that I've streamed, and I'm glad I did, so, just goes to show you that sometimes Kingsman needs to motivate you to be happy. Alright, Flux is ready. Oh, you want to know the seed? It is C81378, yes. It'd be funny if he said ready C8 and he went like on B7. Alright, both players ready to go. Tetris time has our champ on the ropes. Can she fight back and force a decider? Let's find out because game number 4 starts in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Alright, Flux trying to get a rhythm going. Can't seem to get the right pieces, but dirty Tetris! 118, 48,000 for TT, who is buffering. All right, Flux now at 210, 124 for TT. And TT's board, certainly a Tetris time stack of all time. We should say a stack of all Tetris time. Yeah, C8, like a vending machine. And then you put your dollar in, and then you push it, and then the candy bar gets stuck and it doesn't come out. And getting a refund on a vending machine is difficult. All right, TT would love a long bar. Yeah, there is just no bar coming for TT, and yeah, this is really bad. There's the long bar, burns nothing, triple in, double in, and finally, Tetris Time's board back to healthy. But that pace, not so much. 173 added Tetris go to 196, 329 after Tetris from Flux, halfway through 18. And Flux knows that bragging rights on the line here, having to show that, hey, I can at least beat Tetris Time once out of the 5 times I need to play him this week. All right, there's a triple for Flux, trying to get this hole in columns 6 and 7. Let's see what I did there. Cleaned up. Isobrain, let me tell you. I was driving with my kids. We were going to Dave & Buster's on Wednesday. And we were on the highway and we passed a billboard. And it was for a lawyer. Okay, it was a lawyer. And he said, I will help you get 6-7 figure payouts. And it was a picture of him doing the hands. And I was like, I don't know how I feel about a legal professional who is going to be representing you in court doing the 6-7 meme on a billboard. I don't know how I felt about that. We definitely live in one of the worlds of all time, that's for sure. It's okay, like, in the US, you know, if you're a male and you're over the age of 18, you have to register for the draft. It's just the law. And people have already done it. Transition for Flux A 5:11 after a Tetris time there at 5:24. It's actually a pretty close game here between the two. But now they figured out a way to automate enrollment in the draft, so you don't have to physically register anymore. It'll just automatically do it. And people are all bent out of shape about it. Like, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you've always had to register for the draft. They're just making it easier. But then I got to thinking, why can't they do that for voting? Like, if they could automatically register you for the draft, why can't they just automatically register you to vote? That would solve all of the voting problems that we supposedly have. All right, 628 plays 632. Flux A about 4,000 points back and 4 lines in the future. So pace advantage to TT, but TT is burning. And Jungle Cook saying tea time. That's right. Yeah, I don't get it. Oh, Tetris time. I don't know if that was a misdrop or an intentional Vits. But gonna burn it away. $6.95 plays $7.23. Flux with the Tetris $7.25. But it wasn't even a Vits. Well, I guess it was a setup, right? That's what the Vits is. The Vits is a setup. So when people say it's a Vits setup, it's like, it's like the people who say ATM machine. Or like the people who say, like, pin number. Oh, these pieces for Flux A not helpful, and these misdrops even worse. And Flux A up at the top of the screen. Can she do anything else? Hold on. Hold on. Oh, the misdrop. No, you can see the win. 775. She's finished. The champ goes down. And Tetris time at 874 gets it done in 4. GG, and play this out. You're on the big screen. 9:47 and counting. Whoa, he's backwards. Yeah, the was rotated. I need to fix this too, because I can't adjust this camera. Like, I can't crop it outside of what was already cropped. Yeah, I'll just do that for now. TT is looking to be the new champ come May. The road to reckoning has begun. You know, Reckoning was the first ever Super Show I played on. It's also the last. B20. Congratulations, TC. You're a winner. Oh, Kingsman, since you're here, we'll call it a day. Good job, Kingsman. That's it. We're done. But, King, you got to check this shirt out. I wore this shirt just for you. Okay, let me end the match. All right, so check it out. I got to take the headphones off so I can turn around. But look, we have ResOps, Operations Rumble, Ransomware, Eat Chair. Can you see that? You see it? Yeah, so at RSA, Comvault, which is who gave this shirt out, they had a wrestling ring in their vendor booth, and they had wrestlers in there. It was crazy. Like, they had wrestlers in a wrestling ring at a cybersecurity conference. It was nuts. Oh, it was nuts. I took so many pictures of everything. It was crazy. All right, but we don't have a next match. We're done. That's it. That's the night. We finished before 10 o'clock. What am I going to do with myself? Probably go to bed. But yes, thank you all so much for coming out and watching. Players, thank you for playing, doing what you do to make the world a better place. Always and everywhere, be the best you can. That's going to do it for me. We're going to send a raid, and yes, we are going to raid our favorite underwater host, Sharky, because he's playing Tetris with the one and only JD. So, we're going to raid It's Sharky. 25-31. Stick around for the channel points, and we will see you all next time. I'll see you Monday. I'll be here. Don't miss it.